Hey guys, Liger Zero JPS here, and here we are looking at the Master Grade Burning Gundam from G Gundam. This is an old Master Grade. I mean, it's very old. It's over 20 years old. This is 2001, and its age will show really hard in this one. Sadly, because this is early 2001, which honestly made me feel a little iffy about them, because Master Grades at this time, some of them opted for, actually between like 1996 and 2005, I believe, some of the Master Grades use screws in them. I would notice because a few on my shelf have screws in them from that time frame era. The GPO3 is one of them. The old Master Grade Double Zeta is another. The Excess Gundams are both, few of them with it too. He's no exception too. I also have another one I had just built, and he has screws in them too. Now, he has screws all over because he has in the shoulder, in the elbows, in the hips, at his knees, his ankles, and one in his torso. So he has screws all up in him. Also, because his age shows, he is loaded down in stickers. And I mean, he is loaded down. The black here on the shoulders. It's normal to have the eyes, the front cameras and all that. So that's normal, but the shoulders have stickers. The front skirts have stickers. There's stickers on the knees and on his ankles. So yeah, he is loaded down with stickers. Also, this is like one of those early Master Grades that you'll see where they actually use rubbery plastic on them. So his hands are rubbery, and the bottom of his feet are rubber too. Also, he also has a little clear pink jewel in him, right there in his chest. Now, we will see better because I have built the real grade, which is my first real grade ever to build. But the little yellow section in here is green on that one, which I'm pretty sure in the anime it was always supposed to be yellow. But there's a pink jewel in there. I don't think there's anything on it or behind it, unlike the real grade where you can put like the King of Hearts or whatever on it. Now, standard fare of a Master Grade is, his articulation as follows. Arms can rotate 360, and they are double jointed, and he has swivel. He has rotation below the shoulder. These wrists are all preset, and the hands are preset up, so they're all made like so. His arms can come out from the body, so typical Master Grade fare of that was modernized, where give him some shoulder joint movement. His waist, because there's a screw in here, which is roughly where this blue section is. Yeah, it's like on his upper red section in the middle behind this blue section, there is like a screw that I have to use to connect the waist to the torso, just because you wouldn't have it any other way. In fact, if I look at the manual, I pull out the manual and I can show this off. See, this is something they said, oh yeah, Burning Gundam, Shining Gundam, Master Gundam, action frames and all that. So, as you can see here, this is it in normal standard fare. But as you see over here, you can see the feet and everything. Now, you don't see it on the hips or the knees or the shoulders or the elbows, but you can see right there on the torso, right below where the core fighter or core lander would go in, there is a screw. That little silver part, that is the screw cover. And as you can see, yeah, it's there again. So they did a good job of hiding where you would see these screws, but he is loaded down with screws all over. But yeah, his articulation is pretty good. And like his front skirts can move pretty far up forward. Side skirts can move a little bit until I just pop one off. Well, I just pop the cover off. Now, I have not actually tried storing his beam sabers on him though. I need to try that though. Side skirts move a little bit as long as they don't pop off the armor. The back skirts does not move at all. They're fixed. So his leg goes forward that far. His knees are double jointed, and you get that much. Yeah, you get that much of a bend. For them to be double jointed, you only get that much. That's kind of sad, considering, you know, a fighting robot. You know, this is the Gundam fight tournament. Everything's fighting, so they should be, you know, pretty agile. Ankles are double ball jointed, so ball jointed at the top and bottom. So you can get the feet going pretty far up, and the toes does, and the toe does bend up forwards. I should have took off this his core lander, but I really didn't want to because it was already feeling like a pain in the tail to deal with. Like, it was already a pain enough to build it, and then putting this together, it was even more of a pain. But overall, he's actually quite posable nonetheless. And he actually does pose really well. I mean, those rubber on the feet actually do help him hold his pose better than anything else. So I will give them that credit for that. Now, in terms of accessories, Burning Gundam doesn't come with much. So first off, there is one extra part you get. So if you don't like the V-fin that is used up here, you get a second one. Now this one is, the color is not as vibrant as the this one is not as vibrant as the one up there, because this one, I know the camera and the lighting may not help it, but this one is like, it's still yellow, but it's duller, and it's plasticky. Whereas this one is more, this is like soft rubbery V-fins, but this one is like the hard, you know, normal V-fin. So this one can easily break, but this one won't, because you get options if you want to use either V-fin. And I know the camera is not helping it at all, because it makes them look like the same color, but they're technically not. I haven't seen another Master Grade do that whole double V, like you get two sets of V-fins. Well, actually I have, but there's a soft one and a hard one. I think the high grade Destroy Gundam did that, and I know the old Master Grade Double Zeta Gundam had the double V-fin set. One that was the hard plastic, but it was foldable, and the other one was stationary. I think the Zeta Gundam Master Grade, the old one did it, and I think the Vercal did it as well, where you got this already fixed one and then you have the non-fixed one. So it's very rare to see Master Grades, you know, give you double V-fins. Unicorn also does it, where they give you three, one for Unicorn mode, one for Destroy mode, and one that you can actually switch in between. But besides that, that's enough of that. Next up, we have another pair of hands, and these are posing hands for his kung fu poses. Also, make sure that these gauntlets are not in the way. Because I have kind of noticed that sometimes they might get in the way. So yeah, now, oops. And that was something I was worried about, is popping off his claw guards. because the claw guards are attached to the wrist, and yeah, when you try to swap out these hands, sometimes they will, you know, get in the way. So next up you have his palmed hands, so he can actually be like, they're like his kung fu style hands. So yeah, he's like, wow, let's go. You want to fight? I can fight you. Because, you know, he's all about his martial arts and posing. So the next set of hands I'm going to show, these are technically, oh, before I get to, I forgot there is something that he comes with. Something these old master race can, you get this kind of big size Domon Kashu figure. And it looks great. Paint him up, because I know you need like black, green, red, and tan. So you can paint him up as you want him to be. But next up is we got the beam sabers with nice green beams. I don't remember him having green beam sabers. And they are styled as in the katana style. And you're supposed to store these in his hips, on the side skirts. And I'm trying to see, there is a groove in there. There is, well, his arm's in the way, but you can see there's that little slot there, and the beam saber handles are supposed to just slide in there. Oh, they're just wedged in there, so yeah, you can have them stored in there like so. But, and I popped them off. I don't remember him having green beams. I want to say his beams were pink. Pretty sure he had pink beams. But you also get holding hands for these sabers. And, you know, we can actually have them hold them. Ready to dual wield and fight you. It's kind of amazing though that he can actually look pretty intimidating and pretty stylish too. This is one of those few times I could say, yeah, he looks stylish enough with his beam sabers. Sorry. Now, he has one more set of hands. Also, I forgot to mention that he does have Vulcan guns, which are on his chest. You just raise them up and boom, they're right there. Sort of like how Wing Zero is. Pretty sure Wing Zero did it first. But the hands I'm going to probably use on him to display him would be his burning finger hands. Or, if you prefer the Japanese, God Bakaretsu Gadofinga. Yeah, the Japanese called it Bakaretsu Gadofinger, whereas the English just simply called it Erupting Burning Finger. And also, this is the issue I was talking about, whereas because of how the claws, the this wrist joint will pop up when I try to switch fingers, and this will make this one come off with it. So yes, you have his burning fingers. So yeah, he can use it, and you can slide the claws up forward and make him look like he is literally coming to hit you with a burning finger. I mean, that looks pretty amazing. And under some like UV lighting, which I had this set up with under UV lighting, Like, as you can see, there was some, like, the lighting hitting it does give it sort of a feel. Though I think that would be too flashy for something like this. But yeah, I'm doing this. That looks amazing. He doesn't come with no action-based connector though, so sadly there's nothing like that. And if you want to, you can open up his wings as they appear in the anime and really make him be like, he's gonna hit you with Burning Finger and off. Now sadly he doesn't come with the rings for it, and not even the other version, the gold version, comes with the rings. I would not go with my way for the gold version because that still means more screws and everything to put in, even on that gold. Also, if you want to, you can, because I did try this out before. If you remember from the last episode, you can make him do the pose for him to do Sekiha love take yoken. Yes, he can do it. He can't get super flexible just due to how things are, but yes. He can do the pose. Oh, I forgot to lift up his chest, the chest part for Burning Finger. I wonder if I can make him do that first. Yeah, he can do it. Sort of. If you bend his knees a little bit, tilt him back up. Tilt the head up as far as you can go, but you ain't gonna get too much on the head movement. Yeah, he can do that first one he did against Zeus Gundam. Erupting Burning Finger Heat End. But yeah, Burning Gundam is actually, I mean, it is an old master grade. I just, like, I don't have hateful feelings about it. It's just old. It needs a modernized, updated, like, Verka or 2.0 version, because as much as it appears in video games like Gundam Dynasty Warriors 2 and 3, there was another game I had, a Gundam game I had, he wasn't in it. Like, he does need an upgraded version because he needs to stand out and feel some love. Like, come on. The real grade did him justice, but his master grade needs more justice as well. I'm surprised he doesn't have a perfect grade. But then again, with how little he comes with, I mean, I doubt they would make him a perfect grade. Maybe he's not popular enough, but then again, the Strike Gundam came out with a perfect grade and he didn't get much. He didn't even get the L Strike pack until the Sky Grasper perfect grade came out. So yeah, go figure. But he did get the Grand Slam though, as compensation. Maybe he's not popular enough, but maybe one day they'll come back to this one and give him some love. But yeah, this is Burning Gundam. It's a great master grade. I mean, his age does show, but if you're okay looking past that and you don't want to face his wrath of judgment with Burning Finger, I'd say go for it. Now, like I said, I do have the real grade version, so we'll see what that looks like afterwards. So, this is Like Is Here JPS, and I'll see you guys later.